Hello and welcome back. I had a little bit of a break, but I'm back now. And I decided I'm not going to do Doki Doki. We're not going to do that. We're going to start with Corpse Factory. I've talked a little bit about this, I think, in my first stream, but we're going to do it. Now, you might be questioning, the black screen. That's because whenever you load up the game, it automatically starts playing. So I wanted to get as much as I could without missing a bit of a story. So I've been trying to figure out a way I could do that, and the only way I could do that is to close the application because then it stops, but then if I put it back up, it begins again. So I'm not too sure. Hopefully it works. And it is quite loud, so just a little bit warning. You might want to turn your sound down just a little bit because it was very loud for me. Hopefully it's not too loud. Fingers crossed. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Oh my god. Oh my god, can we talk about how amazing that was? I don't know how I feel. Oh my god. Oh, I, I don't know. So, So I wanted to do it completely different to how I Doki Doki did it. What? Bad English, but it's fine. I'm just very excited. So I didn't look into anything about this game. I read, the little bit of the description. I was like, okay, we're just gonna like jump right into it. I'm not gonna look up anything about it. So hopefully there's no like jump scares. I doubt there will be, but fingers crossed. Um, I don't know. This is gonna be great. So it's not actually too loud. So we're gonna keep it as it is. Hopefully it's fine for everyone else. Fingers crossed. Do I have to speak, or are they gonna have voice actors? I heard something that there's voice actors. Hopefully. No, there isn't. I have to. I cannot. I apologize. I cannot do it. Last time I did it, I stuttered so much. My boss just texted me. Wow. The fascists make some plans. So I'm getting a lot of anger. God damn. I'm anger. Spends their evenings singing at the underground bars, hanging out with shady talent agents who swear they can promote her and make her the next big pop star. Shady. We don't like it. I don't know if she's just stupid or if she really thinks this is the right track to becoming famous. Oh, so that's obviously her. And this is... I need to actually remember names because I'm horrible at it. This is a kind of straight-laced girl you see at every school, studying her ass off to earn her parents' approval. The type of girl that always has the best grade but never really any friends. Oops. The kind of girl that graduates and then the reality of real world knocks her on her ass and realizes she actually has no clue what she's doing. Just like the rest of us. Okay. A lot of anger, wow. Instead of being humbled by her station in life, decides to take her anger on everyone around her. Oh wow, holy shit. A lot of anger. Okay, so be careful of this one. Noted. Okay. She seems to have a new sugar daddy every few weeks. Some poor old fool that she strings along and milks dry. I mean, you do what you gotta do. If this is true though, why is she working like... Anyway, doesn't matter. She must be nearing 30, but all her friends are still in senior high school. It's more than a little weird. Oh, she does not look it. I thought these were like, you know, high school people. They hang out around the train station bullying homeless people and shoplifting from the convenience store. I'm pretty certain that she's done time once or twice. So this person's just a horrible person completely. So if anything happens to her, it doesn't matter. She's a bad person. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a worse group of coworkers. Finally, there's me. And who is me? University dropout, part-time cashier, up to my ears in debt. I live in a small apartment and in a bad neighborhood just to keep my head above water. It's giving like very kind of like real situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know from if I read the description of the game right, we're kind of not a good person, but it kind of makes you feel like we are, if that makes sense. I hope it does. I might just snatch up the best apartment in the worst building. Although the place is nice, rent is questionably low, I'm fully expecting the landlord to wander in one day and demand more money. Or murder me. Wow. I'm constantly worried about money, worried about my safety, worried about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Literally a mood. As if it wasn't bad enough, I have to work 4 days a week with 3 of the worst girls I've ever met in my life. Today is no different from any other. There are her distinguishedly puffy and pouty lips pulled back in a half snarl, half smile. I can smell the sickly sweet scent of too much lip gloss from 10 feet away. There is! There's voice acting! Oh my god, amazing! I don't have to read! Sorry, I got a bit excited. Oh, we love it. Bitch. Okay, but the voice acting's amazing. So hopefully this is loud enough. I might just like turn up the audio just like a tiny bit.
Fine.
Just to be sure. Do let me know if it's too loud, I will fix it. The stale stench of cigarette smoke eventually overwhelms the lingering scent of lip gloss in the air and leads me to her location.
You wanted me?
Okay, now she do look like a bitch.
Gods no. I need you to process a big refund. Don't mess it up, okay? It's for a regular customer. Okay, I can do that. What am I refunding? There's a bunch of shirts on the counter. Just ring them up and refund them for cash. You can leave the money in the envelope under the register. Fine, I'll take care of it.
Her voice acting's amazing. I love this. The voice suits the face, if that makes sense. I love it.
Thanks. I'm going for a smoke break.
I don't think this voice matches his face, though. Maybe it's just because of how young she looks. I'm not too sure. I decided to clock in before processing the refund. I won't be paid for this shift if the company doesn't know I came into work. Shift. If it doesn't, okay, I'm so dumb. I go behind the counter and retrieve the sign-in booklet. I flip today's date, fill in my details, done and done. The shirts that I cannot pronounce it mention are lying haphazardly, whatever that means, over the counter. I pick them up and scan each one. They're not cheap. The first rings up at 11,000 yen and the next is 13,000. There's 6 shirts all up, each one a little bit more expensive than the last. They don't look worn, the tags are intact. I'm supposed to ask for a receipt or proof of purchase before making a refund, but the customer is obviously not here. Besides, the request came directly from my superior, so I can't exactly refuse. The refund goes through the system successfully, and the cash drawer opens up. I count out the correct amount of money in 10,000 yen bills, and then pop an elastic band around the cash and put it in an envelope. Wait, does the cash not go back to the person? Or am I just dumb? I've never worked retail. I also print a copy of the refund receipt and slip it in with the cash. Job done, I slide the envelope back onto the register and lean against the counter, surveying the store. I can see that there aren't any customers around. It's still early in the morning after all. We don't usually get much business until around lunchtime. I hoover around the register for a while, biting my nails and staring at the clock to pass time. Wow, it's a half an hour. Nice. Who does she think she is?
Refund? Yeah, I did it just like you said. Okay.
She rummages around underneath the cash register and pulls out the envelope stuffed with cash.
Good work, Katsuno. I'll pass this on to the customer next time they come in. No problem. Anyway, I'll take over the cash register for a while. You want to go tidy up stock?
It seems a bit suspicious, no? Like, if you wanted to return stuff, surely enough you'd... Anyway, I suppose she's the main kind of bad person in this.
Yeah, okay.
Not too bothered if wants to take over my register duties. It's boring standing around. I'd rather be doing something than nothing. As I head towards a rack of untidy jackets, he bumps into me.
I didn't see you there.
Oh, good God. Miss Girl, please go get some sleep. Jesus. God damn. Is that the jump scare? Sorry, did she actually just apologize to someone? The customer abuser.
I haven't been sleeping well.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just tired.
God damn.
Get some rest, I guess. Thanks.
Good God.
Look, while I've got you here, I know I haven't really been easy to get along with lately. I've got my own personal issues, but that's no reason to take it out on you and the other girls.
Okay, now I feel kind of bad. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Has a change of heart.
So I'm resigning as of today. I don't deserve this job. I wanted to apologize and make sure there was no bad blood between us.
I think she's gonna die. I'm gonna call it. I think she's gonna die.
I don't know what to say. I never expected this from you.
Why is she so like... I thought we don't like her. I'm so confused.
Yeah. If you're resigning, do you have another job lined up? No, not yet, but I need to work on myself first. I have a lot to think about.
Yeah, I think she's gonna die. I have a feeling it's not gonna be the prettiest of deaths either.
Well, I mean, as long as you're sure about this. I am. In that case, then thank you for apologizing. I forgive you. Thank you, Emmy. Well, until next time then. Yeah. Until next time.
I don't know. I know she's gonna die. I'm not even going to try and go back on what I said. I have a feeling she's gonna die. No, that can't be it. She has a history of abusing customers and coworkers. No way. Imagined all that. Regardless, I'm actually kind of glad she's trying to get a grip on her life. I hope everything works out for her. If she's resigning today, then I suppose the only two terrible coworkers left are Amano and Kusura. I hope I said that right. I glanced at Armano, who is standing by the door, waiting to greet customers. She has a vacant expression on her face, like always. Then I looked towards the register, where Kusura should have been standing. But she's not there. Then she offered to take over the register for duties from me. Where the hell did she disappear to? I wander behind the counter. The register doesn't look like it had been touched. Out of curiosity, I slide my hand around under the register. It's gone! I knew it! I knew there was something off. It's gone. I know it. I knew it. I called it. I knew it. The receipt from the refund is lying on the floor. I bend down and pick it up. It's a standard refund, stating the value of the transaction, my name, signed at the bottom of it since I was the one who processed it. She couldn't have. Surely she wouldn't have run off with the money. No one would be stupid enough to risk their job over that, would they?
There's Katsuno. You should go ask her about it.
Katsuno, a word, if you please. Kurosawa was tending to the register when she noticed the system.
Oh my god!
Well, yeah, I processed a big refund this morning.
Is that so?
Here.
This is quite a large refund. No wonder the system.
Kurosawa was the one who asked me to process it, sir. I never even spoke to the customer that it was intended for. That's not true, Hirota. I don't know anything about this refund.
Oh my god, what a bitch!
What?
Where is the refunded money now?
Well, I put it in an envelope underneath the register, but... There's no money here, sir. She's lying to you.
Interesting. No money to be found. And Katsuno
Oh my god.
signed off on the refund. That makes you responsible.
Yeah, I did sign it.
You're going to have to tell the truth, Katsuno. Did you take the money? Don't make me get the police involved.
Dude, where are the cameras? Like, what?
Wait, hang on. Do you think I stole it? Kurosawa asked me to process the refund and leave the cash in an envelope.
Okay, again, the voice acting, amazing.
Nonsense. That's simply irresponsible. It's not safe to leave cash out of the register. But
Confess at once, Katsuno.
I didn't steal the damn money. If anyone stole it, it was that bitch Kurosawa.
Oh good god, okay. Anger.
Enough! We're not going to stand here and argue about this like bickering school children. Sachiko,
Yeah, Surita?
Is she gonna backstab us too?
did you witness Katsuno take an envelope with cash from the register?
Don't, if she does, I swear to god.
Oh, yes, sir. Just this morning. She acted like she was processing a refund and pocketed the cash. I meant to bring it to your attention sooner, but...
Oh my god! I thought she was nice! What? I don't like this. Oh my god.
A witness to your crime. Kurosawa,
Where are the cameras?
call the police.
Yes, sir. Wait just a minute! Steal any money. Oh, you know those cameras haven't worked in months, right? I suppose nowadays they're...
That's, oh my god.
Of course. If Hirota really wants me to, I could go double check it just to be sure. Though, I think that would just be over...
Thank you, but that won't be necessary, Kurosawa.
Oh, I just can't.
Amano, please show everybody what you found.
You got it, boss.
What a, I can't even.
Found this wad of cash in Katsuno's locker out back.
Oh my god. I don't know how I feel. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Lying! I haven't even had time to go out back today! I mean, what do you want me to say? You think the cash just appeared out of nowhere?
It would seem all the evidence is against you, Katsuno.
Okay, but why are they doing this on the shop floor? Like, surely enough they'd, like, not. Like, what if there's customers in there?
Since we located the money, I won't have you arrested. But you will not step foot in this
Wow,
store
getting
without
fired
my
too?
approval.
Shit.
Do I make
Damn.
myself clear? You're fired, and I will make sure you never work in any of our stores again.
Wow. Me too. I can't process any of my thoughts either. Wow. I just, wow. I was not expecting that.
See you around, Emmy. Oh well, I guess not, hey?
Wow. I don't know. Oh my god. I have no idea. So how does this kind of turn into what I read? I reach a hand to my eyes to wipe away the moisture and take a deep breath. I look around trying to get my bearings. The escalators, at least I know where I am. I need to sit down, compose myself. If I don't calm down, I might be tempted to return to the store and start punching those three absolute assholes. Mood. With my head down, I blindly charge towards a small seating area. Oh. I collide headfirst with someone in front of me. Without thinking, I scream out in anger.
You're going.
Shit, anger?
Sorry.
I know her from somewhere.
Is that you? I know you. Have we met?
Well, obviously, if you know her. Like, what?
Yes, of course. We graduated from senior high school together.
She looks so sweet and nice.
Did we?
Senior high was more than a year ago. Feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that?
Maybe. Yeah, you're Sato, right? Aoi Sato? That's me. I do remember. Well, kinda. Sorry. I've had a crappy day. I just got fired, so I'm not thinking straight. You got fired? I'm really sorry. You bumped into me pretty hard. Are you hurt? I'm fine.
That's kind of dickish. I don't know, if I was angry, I don't know. Still dickish, though. We're gonna judge her.
I have to go. Excuse me. Oh, okay.
I push past. Unexpectedly, the shy, spineless girl grabs my arm, stops me from leaving. Oh.
Katsuno, you said that you just got fired. Is that true?
The fuck? Do you think I've made it up?
Yeah, I'm pissed off about it. Tell me what happened. Why are you so interested? I just thought maybe I could help us all. You can't help. Some bitch set me up. She stole a bunch of money and made me take the fall.
Hmm.
I see. Wait in here. Can I leave now? Sorry for keeping you.
She's so mean. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're a mean character. Once again, I tend to leave. Next time I've managed to catch my
No,
interest.
if someone got you fired,
Oh.
so you could get revenge.
Oh. Revenge? What is this girl on about? Does she have some way for me to get back at Karisawa? Am I thinking, I can't even set foot back in this war. My chance of getting any kind of justice doesn't exist.
Revenge? What the hell are you talking about? Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Hell no. You're not going cold on me now. Tell me what you meant.
My dog just barked. I am ever so sorry. Strange.
Okay, but let's talk
The music stopped. I don't like that.
Have you heard the rumors of Corpse Girl's website?
Oh.
Corpse Girl? Who is that? Sounds like some death metal band. They say that if you visit Corpse Girl's website, you can request a death.
Oh. Request of death. What is this girl ranting about?
Hang on, start over. I'm completely lost.
Now, someone tell me why this very innocent looking girl knows about this. How? A look of annoyance on her face.
Somebody wrongs you, and you want to get revenge on them. Go on. Rumors state that you can visit Corpse Girl's website and fill out a form in order to request a specific person's death. This Corpse Girl. Is she, like, a hitman or something? No one knows the truth. All I know is that her victims always receive a photo of their own corpse before they die.
She's looking way too happy to be talking about this.
How is that possible? I don't know.
It's like a death note.
I've been wanting to use the website for some time. There's somebody that I'd be happier without. But I'm not brave enough to go through with it.
I kind of feel bad for this girl. Why? I don't know.
I want to know if the rumors are true. If you use the website, you could tell me if it works or not.
Oh my god.
This whole thing sounds sketchy. Risky. Are the police gonna come get me if I go on this website? I've got no idea. Well, thanks, I guess.
I don't know what to make of her suggestion. Can such a website even exist? The ability to request a death just sounds so unbelievable. Well, that's true. And yet... I wonder if she'll do it. I find myself unable to get the possibilities out of my mind as I make my way towards the train station. Corpse Girl. A website tailored for revenge. I could dog him. Ooh. 3. I thought it was only going to be 1, but she's going for all 3. Damn. I mean, it's a little extreme. Although they're not exactly saints, they're closer to human garb. Yeah, I read that right. More than anything else. She's not wrong. Wow, I'm getting abuse. Wow. I can't believe this. If they screwed me over without a second thought, who knows what they'd do to their next unsuspecting victim. Yeah, killing 3 of them is the right thing to do. Removing them from the planet will prevent them from hurting anyone else. My heart begins to race. Ooh, new scene. The trip back to my apartment is boring. The train carriage is nearly empty, save for a few junior high school boys and a couple of women in business attire. I have a few seats all to myself, so I sprawl out, check my phone for messages. When I feel confident that no one's watching, I decide to search for Corpse Girl's website on my phone. I don't exactly know how easy it would be to find. Maybe I should have asked. I can't pronounce it. I'm gonna try for the address. Well, a quick search shouldn't be too hard. I begin to type. A few results pop up on my screen, but none of them seem relevant. There are links to funeral services and anime fan sites, but nothing really matches what I'm looking for. Maybe this was a bad idea. I should probably delete my search history.
Maybe just one more search. Corpse Girl. Request. Death.
A fresh list of links appear. The top result catches my eye immediately.
Revenge at your fingertips.
This must be it. I click the link and the website loads immediately. Ooh, what does it look like? Are we gonna be able to see or? Oh wow.
victim's information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out. Don't be an idiot and enter your own information, or you will be cursed. What the hell? Is this site actually for real?
I mean, it does say request a death, but come on, is someone actually going to go out and kill the person I choose? I mean, how on the earth can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they're actually dead? That just doesn't make any sense. My heart suddenly skips a beat. I near drop my phone when it buzzes at me.
Thank God. It's just a text message.
An unknown number. That's never a good thing. Wait a minute. There's a photo attachment. Oh no! It's gonna be us! My curiosity gets... And I open the message. Oh. Oh. I thought it was gonna be us. You freaking bitch.
Kill you!
Oh my god.
Kill you!
A few of the junior high boys look at me with worried expressions. It's clear what has to be done. I'm going to request Karasa's death. Ooh, that was menacing. That was... Wow. I can't believe it. Karasa just signed her own death sentence. She sent me a photo of herself and her phone number, which was included in the message. Oh god. I wonder. I agree with chat. I do agree. I fill in the phone number and upload the photo, my hands trembling the whole time. My thumb hovers over the submit button. I wonder if we'll see it. I would like to actually see it. The photo, but that's just me. I feel a chill go down my spine, my face turns pale, and I immediately feel cold and clammy. I'm excited. Why is Ben here? I agree. Ben should leave. I run through the possible outcomes in my head. First possibility, nothing happens, and Kwasa is none the wiser. Second possibility, Kwasa gets pranked by whoever is running the site. Maybe the administrator gets a kick from tormenting people. Third possibility, Kwasa dies. She gets murdered, and some elaborate scheme is concocted to make her die accidentally. I have a nice voice. I don't know if you're talking to me or Ben. I was told I had a nice voice earlier, but I was actually talking about Ben, because apparently I sound like a man. My lips curl into a frenzied smile. I like the third possibility the most. I fucking knew we were crazy. I knew it. It's so menacing. I love it. Why is it giving me shivers? I slam my thumb down and smash the submit button. Prepare for the end, Krasa. I want to know, these other people on the train, do they not hear her laughing like this? It's now Friday. When I get home, I can barely contain my nervousness. I'm shaking as I open the door to my apartment. Okay, but that's a nice apartment. By the time I walk through the door, the sun has just started to set behind the backdrop of the city. Even though it's not dark yet, I'm feeling physically and mentally drained. The drama at work this morning, the taunting laugh of Kwasa, I feel exhausted. I just want to crawl into bed and sleep. That's a mood. Despite my dipping energy levels, I can't extinguish the burning question flickering within my mind like a candle flame. How will I know when or if Kwasa is dead? Will Corpse Girl's website notify me? No, of course not. I didn't give any of my I'm stuttering. Personal information on the site. The entire thing was anonymous. Unless she used a VPN. But anyway. And it's not like I can visit the store tomorrow and see if she comes into work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face. So what do I do? whip out my phone and open Noise, a social network app that all my coworkers are connected to. Just as I was hoping they hadn't kicked me out of the group yet, I swiped through the list of chat members and tapped on Quas's profile. Last online 1 hour ago. Perfect. I can use this app to keep an eye on when Quasa is active. She only has been using her phone for Noise to detect that she's online. Doesn't necessarily have to be using Noise itself. It's the best part to think I can monitor if she's still alive or not. It will do for now at least. Isn't that? I don't know, it's kind of weird. I wonder if Quasa sent me a photo of herself via regular text message instead of Noise. Maybe she thought she could be busted for something I forgot. That's true. She's smart. She's very smart. We love it. Who knows what that girl was thinking? Regardless, I'm thankful she made such a stupid mistake. Why are some words being highlighted? It's making me a little nervous. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to message me through Noise after all. After all, Noise is strictly an online service, no need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter, it all worked out in the end. I slumped down on the couch in front of the TV, keeping my phone firmly gripped in one hand, my knuckles whitening. Descriptive. I started to bite the fingernails on my other hand out of anxiety. In an attempt to distract myself, I switched the TV on and streamed some stupid reality shows. The distraction hardly works. I find myself instinctively glancing at my phone every couple of minutes, waiting for any kind of update on Kwasa's online status. The evening passes slowly. So I wonder how long it takes for him to die. Never thought I'd say that out loud. Sunlight streams through the open curtains and I startle. Did I fall asleep on the couch? No, you teleported. I wipe my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning off a trickle of drool from my chin. My phone is still in one hand. I quickly check it. I tap the fingerprint, smear the screen, but it's not responding. The battery died. I must have fallen asleep and left the screen on all night. I race towards my charger, plug it in, anxiously wait for just enough energy to turn the phone screen back on. After what it seems like an eternity, the phone comes to life. I catch a glimpse of the clock, and I swipe the lock screen away. Goddamn, early! Good God, go to sleep. I open the Noise app as quickly as I can and flick through Quas's profile.
Damn it, she blocked me.
Hoo-hoo. She was smart. I frantically navigate the group chat only to find I've been kicked out. What can I do now? I have no way to know whether Quas is still alive. Oh, who is it? Another text message? I blink a couple of times. Who'd be texting me at this hour? Well, if that's the case, at least I would know she's still alive. I hesitantly pick up my phone again and open the message. There's no text, just a photo attachment. Oh my God! That's us. Oh my God, look at the time. We have an hour. Holy shit.
What the hell is this?
I nearly dropped my phone in terror. Same. A photo of a dead body. Not a dead body. That's us. That looks like us. Oh my God. It's from a height. And we live in an apartment building. That's us. It's hard to make out the details of the person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, smudged makeup. Is this supposed to be me? It is you. You dumb? There can be no mistaking it. Without a doubt, this is a picture of my own corpse. Who did it? Obviously, like, the three girls, like, at her work, but goddamn. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse, it takes me a minute to notice the timestamp in the corner of the photo. Today's date, but something's off. The time says, we're gonna die. Oh my gosh. So she must escape death. 'Cause if we're her, right?
This is a prediction of my death. Am I going to die within the hour?
Then the truth hits me harder than my face hit the ground in the screen. Okay, it's kind of funny. When you request a death before they die, it's impossible. It has to be a hoax. Some trick, some psycho is tormenting me.
All it is. Someone is messing with me. Probably Kurosawa.
No, bitch. She signed you up for that shit. I get off the floor and stumble around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced. My stomach feels queasy, ready to launch its contents throughout my throat at any second. I blindly reach for my phone and finally grasp it with near frozen fingers. Huh. Bizarrely, there's more digits than possible. I try to count them but stumble a few times in frustration. I eventually conclude the number has 18 digits, way too many. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. Weird. It seems too strange to be real. Is it possible to fake a phone number? Something interesting catches my attention. Even though the caller ID isn't recognized, it has data on the origin of the number. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask their number, but can't hide their location. I punched the phone number into a search engine along with the keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points... Noise channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. Topic. Strange photo from unknown number. Hey, today I got a strange photo I don't have any in my contacts. Not sure what the deal is, but it was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the number or something. The topic is only one reply. You got this too. It was a gore photo. Was it? I'm worried. Received a similar pic from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting. I don't like that. I wonder if those photos were extreme as one I received. What happened to those two posters? Why didn't they continue the discussion? Bitch, they died. I feel myself beginning to sweat, my body going from cold to hot back again several times a minute. It feels like I have a fever, but I know it's just the stress tearing me up. I check the time. Oh good god, you only have like not even 30 minutes to live. Oh good god. But, well, us. About half an hour until the time printed on the photo. I take a deep breath, the doorbell buzzes. There's no one? The fuck? There's something on the fucking ground. You should still open the fucking door. You never know what people leave outside your door. Besides, I don't know if anyone who would visit me unannounced, especially early in the morning. I slump to the floor, my back sliding down as I come to rest on the carpet. My legs splayed out. What is this word? Just use a different word. Make it easy for me to read, please. In front of me. I've had enough fear for one day. I have to just believe this whole thing is a hoax. Probably karma for trying to get revenge on Kurosawa. Yeah, that's it. Karma. Oh god. You gotta look who it is. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. A gust of chilly morning air sweeps into my apartment and I shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind, obscures my vision when I open my eyes. Except... What the fuck? My heart begins to race. I immediately dead bodies. The vomit has been trying to in the morning. Oh my good god. I can't help but wonder if this was real. I wonder if like someone would do that to me. I wonder. I mean probably, but like I still wonder. I can't pull it back. I can't prevent my fingers from grasping Unzip the bag. What? I am there. I am. I wish Corpse. What? I stand here in the doorway as I lay on top of the trolley. What? The bruising on my face is horrific. I reach a stiff finger to my own lips, my living lips, tracing the outline of the bruise I see before me. I wonder how I died. Did I fall from a great height? Did someone hit me with a car? Did I collapse from some internal reason, perhaps an organ failure or some undiagnosed sickness? By the way, like the picture looked, it looked like she'd fallen. So, and then she lives in the apartment, so she's definitely up somewhere high. So I think she fell or she was pushed. Maybe I didn't die and the corpse in front of me is alive, living, breathing, just as I do. Then you have a twin you don't know about. You better talk to your parents. Maybe this is all a prank I've pulled on myself, dying just as a joke, but never really dying. Always living until the point I actually die, and it's no longer a prank. My head is splitting. I can't think straight. All the thoughts in my mind are jumbled. The meanings behind unspoken words disappearing behind foggy clouds inside my shattered skull. To clear my mind, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway's railing. Miss Girl, you're gonna fall. I'm on the 4th floor. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god. I can't. I'm on the 4th floor of my apartment building. There are 2 floors above me, so I could go higher if I wish, but I'm pretty sure if I leave from here, it will be enough to render my living body identical to that of the corpse on the trolley. I called it. She's something, I don't know. Unless, like, she does escape it, but I don't know. At this point in time, there exist 2 versions of Emmy Cassino. One living and is me, the other dead, but also me. I can choose now to be alive and dead or dead and dead, but I cannot choose to be alive and live. So even if I choose to be alive and dead, I'll still only be half alive, but choosing to be dead and dead is nice and clean, absolute, an indisputably solid state of existence. I grip the cool, stale handrail and lean over the walkway, my hair whipping against my face thanks to the relentless wind. Dude, how, when she looked at this picture, how did she not realize, oh shit, that's right outside my apartment building. I probably, like, you know, shouldn't leave my house today. What? Did we just... What? What? My mind wanders and settles on the corner. What was that all about? As far as I know, nothing happened. Making life in the river. What the fuck? What? Okay, so we're dead. So who are we now? Is this only Act 1? Is that like a prologue? 3 weeks. Oh man, so we don't even know what the fuck just happened. I've always liked the shape of my eyes. I can be critical about other parts of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. With or without makeup, I think they look great. Mother used to tell me how I inherited her eyes and my big sister inherited father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of my father's features in myself or my sister, but I do agree that my eyes are an exact replica of my mother's. Mother doesn't see too well anymore, but that might be something I also have to worry about in the future. Before now, my eyes are perfect. I couldn't be happier with them. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out my best features. Some people tell me I use too much makeup, that I tend to overdo it and make myself look intimidating. Well, I don't really care. I mostly like the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? Shit, just like calling everyone out, damn. Today's morning ritual is the same as any other work day. I'm a slave to the wage, and I'm not proud of it. Call me a corporate sellout, but I can't survive without money. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m., the shower running by 6:05, and I'm dry and dressed by 6:15. Good God, that's really fast. Did you shower for like 3 minutes? I skip breakfast because I'm watching my figure and spend until 6:30 working on my makeup. I'm out of my cramped shoebox apartment by 6:45. Sometimes I catch my neighbor returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange a simple pleasantries with him and continue on my way. Today, there is no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descended the stairs to exit the building. Hitting the convenience store for a can of coffee saps another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and again I'm in the mood for a rich black coffee. Regardless, I never start a day without it. I don't always need the energy boost, but it helps to stop my stomach from growling. It's milk. Wait. Eating disorder? Perhaps? I feel like we're gonna have some undertones of that. It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives into my handbag as I continue on my way. The train station is always busy in the morning. It's usually a struggle to navigate my way to the correct platform in time for the 7:12 train. Today is no different. However, I always make it in time because my route has been perfected over the last few months. I board the train bound for... No, I'm not going to try and say it. I do sorry. Anyway. My curiosity glance reveals there are no empty seats, so I push through the throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall. Whenever there are seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common to have to stand and stare at my phone screen like almost everyone else. When I do read, I read the classics. Stoker, Lovecraft, Poe, horror, Western horror at that is my favorite genre. And of course, faithful translations into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't nearly as strong enough to read these novels in their original language. If I'm stuck staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online, acquaintances or a few friends I have. Lead such boring lives. They post about the most mundane topics all day, every day, acting like they'll shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. I find their dull, tedious lives simply fascinating. From behind the safety of a glass veil, I can fulfill my voyeustrous fetishes and consume as much pointless information as I desire. Knowing every mundane tidbit of people's daily lives turns on me. This morning is the same as any other. I stare down at my phone, held in my frail hand. My fingers move of their own accord, scrolling, tapping against the backlit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing on any post or picture that my pupils haven't yet consumed. Standing in the train carriage, packed to the gills with people, I can't help but feel my face getting flushed and my steamy breath escaping my lips. I digest post after post, photo after photo, memorizing the comings and goings of every single person on my nose activity feed. I catch my breathing getting heavier and my gasps become short in shape. Went to the dentist yesterday for a root canal. Shared some photos from her international vacation. Objects to owning pets and thinks all animals should be free. My cheeks glow crimson. My chest begins raising and falling quickly. I clutch the collar of my shirt, knuckles whitening, knees shaking. A few people in the carriage start to move away from me, but I barely notice them. My fingers keep scrolling. I hit the jackpot. Stuttering. We love it. A new post from a coworker at my office. She's a girl, the type with heavy fake tan, bleached blonde hair, and questionable clothes. I hate her, but I love her post. This morning update reads, I just found Discourse Girl website. Such a fake bull, ahaha. Waiting to meet a bitch to try it on. I feel a slight squeal trying to examine my legs. I can't take the excitement anymore. I have to force my phone from my hands, buried at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths. Are we gonna I can't tell if we're gonna pass out because of how, what's the word, how many people are all together, or if she's just getting super excited and just can't, I close my eyes and let a cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. Feeling a little calmer, I no longer ready to explore I know that anything I just read. Wait, are we? I'm very confused as to who we are right now. Rumor has it that you can visit the website and request the death of someone you know. How and if the victim dies isn't known to the public. Because of that, some people are pretty quick to dismiss the site as a hoax. However, the most interesting part isn't how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens to the victim before they die. Supposedly, the victim will receive a photo of their own corpse. How this photo exists before the victim's life is snuffed out isn't public knowledge. But the thought of this phenomenon occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the site has been gaining popularity lately, at least certain source corners of the internet. So, surely enough, if people have fucking died from this, the police would hey, wait a minute. This photo showed up after they died. Maybe that's just me. Message boards like Noise Channel and other similar sites have picked up on the rumors and like to exaggerate the website's intensity. The fact that someone like the dense, dim-witted individual has discovered the site means that it's actually more well known than I previously thought. It means that people are actually talking about it outside of the internet. Chances are that we'll don't try it out and request the death of someone in the office, a coworker, me perhaps. She hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Finally, something exciting is going to happen in a dull workplace.
Next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
I get ready to disembark. The train pulls to a stop and I contort my body around the other passengers in an attempt to exit the train. Finally free of the tangled mess of flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the... What is with these big words? Like, I struggle. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into a slower walk. I'm on time. I never desire to reach the office any earlier than needed. It doesn't take long for the looming office to enter my field of vision. 32 stories of office space all crammed into one sleek, slim tower. The name is scattered. If you're looking for this building and you can't possibly miss it. Oh, okay, so we work at a banking corporation. See, so we must be like really smart. It's a gigantic company with other branches in Kyoto, Osaka. I'm not going to pronounce it, but we tried. And a dozen smaller cities I don't even remember. I've worked here for close to 3 months now, not long a time in the grand scheme of things. That being said, I'm only a temp. All I do is data entry. I work on the 14th floor along with about 60 other junior employees, including Gal Girl. I keep reading this as wannabe, but, you know. I don't speak to many of my coworkers, that's the way I like it. It looks nice, goddamn. When I reach the building, I enter through the giant double sliding doors and find myself in a familiar lobby. Comfortable couches line the walls, circling a reception desk. 4 large elevators are tucked away in a nook behind the reception desk. It's already busy this morning, though to be fair, this place is packed all the time. I avoid the crowds by sharply dressed, feeling a little out of my place in my semi-formal shirt and skirt. Ducking into a newly opened elevator, I tap my employee ID card into a backlit panel and press the button for my floor. The doors close and the elevator begins its smooth ascent. I'm surprised to find that I'm the only one traveling up. Nice. So I'm gonna take a quick break quickly. I want to go get water and, you know, my voice. We gotta protect the voice. But I will be back. We'll continue from exactly where we were. It shouldn't take too long. Just gonna get some water. Okay, I'm back. That took so long. I had to find water, but we're back.
I'm back. That took so long.
Why is my voice repeating itself? What? I did not ask for this. Anyway, so let me turn this down so I can see the chat. We love it. I have been watered. We're good. It's a good day. Alrighty, back to reading. Let's hope we don't stutter anymore. I'm going to blame my stuttering on the lack of water in my system, but it's fine. I suddenly forgot how to read. Good God. The static drone of workspace. See, it's already started. Noise fills my ears. Conversation, ringing phones, fingers tapping against keyboards, photocopiers. Even the steady low hum of air conditioners contributes to the overall dinner. I make my way to my desk, stationed in the middle of the floor, surrounded by a dozen other identical desks. As I walk in, somebody taps me on the shoulder gently. He looks like he needs sleep as well. My senior, though he's only really a couple months older than me. He worked here for a whole year after taking internship straight out of senior high school. He's not an intern anymore, though. I'm not quite sure his job title. God damn, our voice is kinda... God damn. Shit, if I could sound like that. Whew.
How was your commute this morning?
Fine. Same as usual.
That's good to hear. Did you read any of your novels?
Novels? Oh, okay, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know. We go way back, but I wouldn't exactly call us friends. However, he's the one that landed me this job, even though it's just a temporary contract. I've always had a feeling that he's a bit sweet on me. I could be way off the mark, though.
I couldn't get a seat on the train today. Too hard to read while standing.
Ah, that's a shame. You,
Ooh,
still haven't
awkward.
accepted my, friend requests, did you know?
Ooh. Sir, take a hint, please. It hurts. I have to fight the urge to roll my eyes. He's a nice guy, but we were connected on Noise once before I had to delete him. Oh. Normally I'd find anyone on my friend that's fascinating, but here's the thing. Never posts about his personal life. He writes long-wielded rants on boring cases. It's far beyond the amount of dumbness even I can stand. I fish my phone out of my handbag and pretend that I'm looking at Knowles.
Oh, how about that? Looks like I don't have any incoming friend requests.
Wow, man, this character's a bitch as well. I quickly dip my phone back into my bag. How peculiar.
Peculiar. Well, I'll try and nudge you again later.
Sure, no problem.
Well, anyway, I better get to it. Work hard today, okay?
No.
You got it.
Before I can take a step towards my deck, a mocking voice whispers in my ear.
How long are you gonna lead on sweet little Shinya?
Oh, so this was, okay, so this is the girl that, okay. I shiver and find lurking right behind me, buzzing around my neck like an irritated mosquito.
Poor boy really has the hops right up. When are you gonna tell him you're a cold-hearted psycho?
God damn, just out like that. Look, the fuck around your neck, really? And her earrings aren't even matching. That bugs me.
Listen, I'm not rooting him on, and I'm no psycho. Huh.
Disagree.
Sounds like something a real psycho type would say, don't you reckon?
Of course, this is none other than Gal Girl, the very same branded moron who posted this morning about wanting to try Corpse Girl's website. She's the kind of person that likes to stir up trouble and instigate conflict. She's had her vacant eyes on me since the day I stepped into the office. She loves to torment me any chance she gets. Maybe I rubbed her the wrong way somehow, though I'm not sure what I ever did to her. Even though she's a data entry temp like me, she's worked here a little bit longer than I have. Unfortunately, that means I have to defer her to my superior. Defer her to as English, no work. She knows as much and likes to take advantage of the fact as often as possible.
It's funny, you know. He don't look like the type of skank to lead on a goody-goody like Shinya.
Yeah, but you do, so.
I told you, I'm not leading him on. Well, if you're not interested, maybe I'll take him out this weekend and tongue him at the cinema.
Ugh, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's gross. Thanks.
What you want, but I doubt he's into someone with your, looks. Oh yeah, what was you know? You think he likes your flat chest, little Miss Gothic Lolita?
Damn. I know I should shrug off comments such as this, and normally I would, but backing down from isn't something I can do easily.
I'll give you a tip. Guys like Shinya are smart, clever. If you want to impress him, don't let him know your head is as full of air as your inflatable breasts.
A flash of crimson lights up face. She looks ready to lash out at me. A group of coworkers, juniors like us, look over in concern. Me, but not before signaling a rule gesture with her fingers.
Down here, Noriko. Watch your back.
She's about to put us on this list. We gotta.
I'm trembling.
Anyway, I wonder what she's planning to test out Corpus Girl's website. Will she try it on me since we just fought? I'm not really sure if I should be excited or scared. Either way, it will definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try on the website. I finally reached my deck, yeah, because I built a deck in my office. Take no time. I was supposed to start work 5 minutes ago, so I quickly log into my computer and check today's task list. It's all standard stuff today. I need to transfer a few tables of numbers from a spreadsheet into our company's online database. When I'm done, I have to run it by a few other people and then commit the changes to the server. The work is dull, repetitive, but my salary isn't that bad. On the plus side, I get to wear earphones and listen to music while I work. I dip into my handbag and retrieve my headphones, my phone, a can of milk coffee, and a handful of bread mints. I lay them all out on my desk neatly. Can you do that in a real office job? I still can't get over this can of coffee. Like, I want one. I slip my headphones on, plug them into my phone, and hit play on my work playlist. Loud, symphonic metal lovingly thrashes my ears as I crack open the can of coffee and take a long sip.
Let's get started.
Nice. We're going to work. I return home to my quiet, cramped apartment after work. This place, I like the other girl's apartment 10 times better, so I really don't know what she was complaining about. I really don't. The place is eerily silent, and the stark contrast to the bustling office where I spend my days. Throwing my handbags into the tiny coffee table, I pick up my laptop and sit on the couch. I lie back, get comfortable, letting my laptop rest on my stomach as it boots up. The welcome screen loads up, so I click a couple times, open my web browser, and then head to a very specific website saved in my favorites. Oh, shit, goddamn. A cute dancing zombie girl is animated at the top of the page. A peculiar irregularity that always makes me giggle. I notice that the page view account was the same as there must have been maybe 4 or 5 new visitors. I heave a sigh. Maybe the website isn't quite as well known after all. That begs the question: how did Mo discover it? Well, never mind that. My eyes scan the website content. Requested death. Big bold letters highline the site. Headlight. What is happening? The intention couldn't be clearer. Further information on the site is sparse. Brief instructions tell the user to fill the victim's phone number and upload a photo. Aside from that, there's not much else to mention. It doesn't even ask for a name. After scanning the site, I move my mouse to the browser's address and click. Type. It's us! I type for it and then. Where? What? We're her. Oh, what? A blinking slab of text greets me. One new request. Finally. Somebody has asked me, Corpse Girl, to kill a victim. This is where things get exciting. I giggle and feel my cheeks flush red. This is the first request I've had for a week. I've been logging it every evening, fingers crossed that someone has selected a new victim for me. Today my wishes come true. I can't help but feel emotional at a time like this. My lower lip trembles as I feel tears welling up. I dab the corners of my eye gently to avoid smudging my makeup. Wow. I didn't know. Okay. As I hover my mouse cursor over view request button, a familiar and pleasant tingling sensation surges in my chest, my stomach, my thighs. I shiver with anticipation, my hot, steamy breath beginning to fog up my laptop screen. I click the button. Request details. Today, local time, victim's phone number, downloading image attachment. Victim's photo automatically loads my screen. The person in front of me is a total stranger, but that's okay. It doesn't change the task set out before me. A woman, rather plain, her early 30s, she's well dressed with minimal makeup. She's not really putting her personality on display. It's a nice photo, better quality than some of the images I've received in the past. In fact, the photo looks like a corporate ID picture. I wonder if it's downloaded from a company database or website. Wow. While the source of the photo doesn't matter, the simple fact of the matter is that someone has made a request for this person to die. It falls to me to fulfill that request, and as Corpse Girl, I take requests very, very seriously. I have the victim's phone number. I have the victim's photo and her phone number. All I now need to do is select a way for her to meet her untimely demise. I've previously thought about including an extra field on my website, an option for the user to choose how they want their victim to die. After all, it would reduce the amount of strain on my creativity if the method was decided for me. But after careful consideration, I decided against it. Some people are sick, twisted. The cause of death could be far beyond my means and impossible to achieve. Therefore, allowing the user to define a cause of death just isn't feasible. Instead, I'll stick to my current modus operandi. Everything depends on the quality of the victim's photo. If it's detailed, I can rather be creative with the cause of death. Perhaps the victim's face suffers grotesque burn. She has an iron stake. Wow. However, if the victim's photo is low quality and doesn't provide enough detail to identify the subject, I have to resort to default cause of death, a terrible, unlucky fall from a great height. Going back to how we died at the very beginning. Maybe she slips, or maybe someone stumbles into her and sends her tumbling over the rail. The end result will be the same, a swift, crushing death from on height. The victim will end up face down on concrete, completely unrecognizable, save for her clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite cause of death, but in some cases it is necessary. Regardless, it is still a valid way to fulfill the request. For now, it's time to get started. I can barely contain my excitement. I squirm against the couch, crossing and uncrossing my legs in a vain attempt to dispute the heat rising through my body. Taking a deep breath, I try and calm nerves and get to work. The victim will receive a photo of her own corpse, time-stamped with the date of her death. It's Corpse Girl's signature move, my calling card, if you will. Seeing an image of one's own disfigured corpse is sure to strike fear into one's heart, and it's precisely the reason I take this step, to make the victim panic and act rationally. First things first, save the victim's photo onto my laptop hard drive. I store it in a folder discreetly named System Files, hidden away in the root directory of my operating system. A password-encrypted directory, of course. Open up my favorite image editing software and load the photo. Looking carefully at the deed to see if this will be a word. I usually can really go down this request. I minimize the software, open my web browser, and access a particular website. Database of the deceased, the DD, also known as, it's known on the dark web, a secret weapon, ultimate resource for my work. The DD is a collection of countless high-resolution photographs of dead bodies, murder victim, crime scenes, and suicides. If somebody has died in one way or another, chances are that some photo individual captured the moment in its all glory. Wow, that's okay. Wow, such valuable images are essential to my work. Using these photos as a base, I can edit my victim's details into the picture. My process is simple. Start by locating the perfect corpse photo. I search the database. In less than 2 minutes, I discover a distinguishingly detailed photo of a woman with her entrails spilling out of her stomach. Her face is blue, having suffocated before even a chance to bleed to death. She's about the same age as my victim. She's of similar height and build. Finding a photo that suits my victim's feature is easy thanks to the user. But, wow. I simply search for the keywords that match my victim's description and find a corpse. That's it. Using the photo as a starting point, I digitally edit the victim's face onto the body. It's not some quick job that even a child can do. It's painstakingly crafted work of art that even a fool would fool the keenest of eyes. An hour passes, then 2, then 3. Before I know it, it's midnight. Midnight has come and gone, but the work is nearing completion. All that remains is to add the final touches. I like to add significant distinguishable details to the image, a personal item or accessory, clothes, makeup, you name it. I can edit it in. With personal details added, I adjust the lighting to the colors and just slightly enough to make the photo truly unique. If the victim decides to reverse image the photo and discovers it's a forgery, all my work would be for naught. Wow. And with that, my masterpiece is complete. A grisly, gruesome, gratifying glory gift soon departed. The victim received this photo of the corpse that is, for all intents and purposes, a perfect replication of her own physical form. She will open the image on her phone. The life she once knew will crumble into pieces. My lips curl into a satisfied smirk. During my hours of work and breathing eventually steadied, my excited nerves settled into a zen-like calm. But seeing the finished piece now, I begin to feel my heart pounding once more. The macabre vision before me is exhilarating. Adrenaline and dopamine surge throughout my body, giving me a sudden head rush of bliss. To say that I'm attracted to the sight of blood and guts would be misleading. No, I'm not into that at all. The excitement stems from the thought of taking control of someone else's life, dictating their future, controlling their fate. For the creation of this image, I've taken the victim's life into my own hands, like a puppet master pulling the strings of a marionette. By forging this convincing creation, I will compel the victim to take their own life. That's right, my own hands need to be stained with the hands of a... Wow, this is the true nature of my work. Carefully crafting... And the date is... The dates are near the future, a time that has not yet occurred. The fiber on the... Is this photo from the future? Is this truly my fate? How can I outrun a future that is already pre-decided? These are the thoughts that run through a victim's mind. Despair and dread flood the senses. Overwhelming anxiety gives way to a calm acceptance. This is my dead body. This is how I die. Why should I fight it? And when the victim's last vestige of resistance generally breaks like a silk spiderweb being torn from by a cool breeze, they finally give in. They invite their end. This is the way it will go down for this woman, this complete and total stranger. I'm confident, certain, convinced. God damn. So it's not some like secret little ghost thing. Okay. It was a sudden spark of inspiration that guided me to begin fabricating corpse photos about a year ago. I can never quite recall what exactly it was that spawned the idea. Sometimes I get close to remembering, but the recollection dances at the edge of my mind and slips back into the darkness. Regardless, I ventured down the dark and dangerous path. I built Corpse Girl website and invited strangers to request the deaths of the people they knew. It was a sales tactic, simply a way to encourage users to submit images. I had no intention of or means of ending lives. Little did I know the true power I wielded. I only intended to create corpse photos and send them to people for fun. I wanted to startle and scare some unsuspecting fools. It would be a lie to claim that I didn't get off on it. The thought of people shrieking in fear at the sight of their own corpse was more than delicious. It sated my budding lust. It filled a dark hole in the depths of my soul and gave me purpose. Never in a million years did I dream that one of my corpse photos would result in the death of another human being. I'll never forget her name, Mori Hanako. 20-something, slim, gorgeous, eyes that took my breath away the moment I gazed upon her portrait. She was the first person to make me feel bad about crafting hoax photos, the only person to make me feel bad about it. But I did it anyway. Corpse Now never rejects a request. It's her, my conviction. I forged a beautiful rendition of her death. thanks to some rather sources photos that came via the database of diseased. Wow. This photo was incredible. It was my fifth or sixth work, the fifth or sixth time a user requested a death. This died just hours after receiving the photo. I don't know why. I don't know if she killed herself or if someone murdered her. But I know one thing. Her real body was found in a field hanging like a scarecrow surrounded by crows. Her eyes had been gouged out of her skull and her stiff fingers clutched the phone tightly. According to the news reporter, her body displayed a familiar image, an image I created of her corpse. When I first felt sick, aroused, wow. Had I somehow caused her death? Was Corpse Girl responsible for taking a life? Even though my hands weren't stained with blood, I still felt responsible. A lurid truth descended upon me in that moment. Corpse Girl had the power to end lives. And the more I dwelled on that fact, the more obvious it became to me. I felt that power pulsing through my veins, thrumming in my blood as my heart pumped and pounded within my chest. I can't explain how the power works, and I don't know why I have it, but somehow the corpse photos I create can compel a victim to end their own life, or compel someone else to end it for them. Rory died in the way that I had finished. Her dead body matched the fake corpse I painstakingly crafted. I haven't even had to leave the safety and comfort of my own apartment to ensure her death. It was real extraordinary. I vowed to exercise that power as frequently as possible. Died last year. Since then, I've been chasing that rush, that thrill that comes with snuffing out a soul. It wasn't that hard to grow the popularity after the incident. Particularly dark corners of the internet gobbled up the news with enthusiasm. And I overheard people in real world whisper out the mysterious web that lets you request a death. I've crafted requests, each photo more convincing, realistic than the last, thanks to my ever-evolving skills. But none of my recent attempts have been successful. Not a single person has dropped dead since. I'm beginning to wonder if it's fizzled out, or perhaps I have any power to begin with. Maybe Rory's death was simply a fluke, a morbid coincidence. I spent countless of hours debating to myself, debating Corpse Girl. I tried so hard to replicate that one success. Every time I received a request, I do the same thing as I did in Rory Haneko's case. I edit the photo of the victim. I create a convincing corpse photo. I timestamp it with the time of death. I send the photo to the victim, and then I leave the rest up to fate. But nothing ever comes out of it. I'm not so delusional to think that in normal circumstances, a simple photo would be enough to convince someone to kill themselves. And even if that photo fell into someone else's hand, it wouldn't inspire them to go out and kill the victim, of course not. However, these are no ordinary circumstances. I once activated my power beyond the keen mortal men. I caused by her own hand or by the hand of another. I need to find a way to manifest my power one more time to prove that I, Corpse Girl, have the power of death and destruction at my fingertips. Once a new victim perishes, I know I will have to pay the way for more and more deaths. My website will gain popularity and become more than just an urban myth. People will live their lives in fear, forever wondering if Corpse Girl is lurking behind the next test message they receive. Yes, I can see the future I crave so clearly in my mind. I'm close enough to achieving my goal. I know I am. And when my dream comes true, I can finally what? Oh, wow. This is it definitely hasn't gone in a way I had seen it going in the beginning. So it's very interesting. I like it. Very much love. Incessant chirping of birds gently kindlings the embers of my consciousness. I have my heavy eyelids open for my body contorted before me, legs splayed across the couch in the most uncomfortable position I can imagine. I groan and twist my torso, letting my spine pop and crack until the aches in my body drift away. I need to stop falling asleep on the couch. I'm still young, but I can't handle a night away from my comfortable bed. My eyes fall upon my open laptop, lying on its side on the floor, the screen blank, the battery drained. I briefly panic, hoping against hope that I save my work before falling asleep. I stumble onto my feet, pick up and then charge towards the power outlet. I plug it in, boot it up, revamp a mechanical beast, and feeling a wave of relief as the whirling of eternal fans signify breath of life. The screen flickers and bathes my eyes with a harsh light. My eyes squint against my will, and I make out the image before me. The mutilated corpse of my last victim. Perfection in a picture form. The time step in the corner reads, May 27th, 11:07, tomorrow's date. The photo is ready to be sent out. If I send it now, the victim will receive it immediately, knows the date, and realizes her death is imminent. It's time to set up the wheels of its mind in motion. Leaving my tablet on at the outlet, I quickly dart to the kitchen. To call it a kitchen is misleading. It's simply a tiled area connected to my living space with a small refrigerator, microwave oven, and a single hot plate. A small stack of drawers is nestled next to the fridge, and I pull open the second drawer from the top. Plugging my hand inside is always an odd sensation, but my fingers get buried underneath dozens of cheap plastic flip phones. I grasp one of the phones between my thumb and forehand, removed from the drawer. It's a scratched up pink model from 2010 or so, a relic from a time not so long ago, but it may as well be forgotten. I flip the screen up, turn the device on. I'm relieved to see the artifact still holds power. To be fair, I charged all these phones just a few weeks ago, but the fact they retain charge and been active for so long is a testament to the engineering. In a shady line of work, these phones are referred to as burnos, cheap disposable devices that are discarded as soon as their purpose is fulfilled. I acquired them by unsavory means, but it's neither here nor there. I use these phones to send out photos I make. By doing this, I avoid my personal phone being tracked, thus prevent anything from being traced back to me. When the photo has been sent, I keep the burner phone 24 hours, just in case the victim sends a reply. I know I'd get a good... Of course, I don't keep the phone on my person. I store it in an old shed in my apartment building. Just 24 hours have passed. I move the SIM card and snap it in half to scatter with a combustible trash. The phone itself gets smashed, trash in dumpsters outside a convenience store. I also delete the photos off my hard drive and clear my internet history. Obviously, I don't use my own internet connection at home. I leech off my gullible neighbor's Wi-Fi. He's under the impression I can't afford my own internet connection. Whether or not I convinced him of such is irrelevant, so he's happy to share his connection with me. Should the police ever try and track my action, they'll only be led straight to my neighbor. I've gone great lengths to ensure my actions are untraceable. This has been the anticipation of inevitable success. Looking down at the pink phone in my hand, I clear my mind, focus on the task before me. The photo is transferred easily from my laptop to the burner phone. Once completed, I open the text messaging app and enter the victim's phone number. I leave the message field blank, but attach a photo of course. The victim will receive an empty text message from an unknown number with only an image attached. The message is just about ready to send, but there's one more flourish I like to add. I open a particular app I previously downloaded on every burner phone. Number Mask. It's one of the most ingenious apps I've ever used. The app asks for the number I want to use. I punch in my memorized trademark. Now when I send a text message, the receiver will see these numbers on caller ID. Not only does it mask the burner phone, but it's just an extra calling card to help boost my infamy. I smirk, my thumb hovering over send message button. This is it. This is going to be my long-awaited victory. The second victim to end up dead, I just know it. This is the stepping stone to my success. The second to many bodies that will pave the way to my glory. I'll send the message. Damn, my voice hurting though. This is a lot of reading. God damn. Wow. I wonder... I can't remember how many hours in this. I was wondering if there'd be chapters, maybe get to Act 2 and take a little break, but I don't know. I've been streaming for a long time. I arrive at work on time just as usual. My handbag is heavy with the weight of several cans of coffee, hopefully enough to help me power through the day after having such a late night. I can't help but yawn loudly as I wait for the elevator in the lobby. Just before my phone starts to ring, I step aside to answer the call.
Hi, Noriko. Good morning. Did I call a bad time?
Wait a minute. That's the girl we talked to.
Not at all. I'm just about to go into the office. Oh, should I call back later? It's no problem. Don't stress. Okay, sorry.
I forgot to read. It's gotten better. She's definitely more outgoing, but she still suffers from a great deal of social anxiety. As for me, I'm still pretty introverted. My tolerance for being around other people has improved a bit, but I do prefer solitude, and visiting places I've never been to puts me on edge. I call Ori my best friend would be accurate. She's my closest confidant. Even so, she knows nothing about my part-time Sadness corpse gun. No one does. I plan to keep it that way.
So, Aoi, what did you want to talk about? Oh, well, you see, that guy at work is still bothering me, and I wanted to see if you had any more advice.
Aww.
Jeez. The older guy that always hits on you. What a creep. You're 19, for God's sake. I think he's 52. You know his actual age? Well, whatever. If he's still bothering you, you have to take a stand. He's not your coworker, right? Just a regular customer? That's right. Then tell your manager. Have him banned from the venue. I can't talk to the manager. I don't want to cause trouble for the company. Jeez, girl. Sometimes you need to stand on your own 2 feet.
Oh, this poor girl.
Well, if talking to the manager is out of the question, then you need to be firm with the creep. Tell him you won't stand for being groped anymore. His behavior is simply unacceptable, and if he won't change, you won't serve him anymore. He's scary, Noriko. I don't know if I can confront him like that. He's always drunk. Even before he comes into the place, I try not to serve him too much.
Aw.
Are you sure you can't quit that stupid job? Working at a maid cafe really doesn't suit you at all. I thought you wanted a government position. I do. I want to work in a cozy office, kind of like you, but you know I don't have any qualifications. Why don't I see if there's anything open here? Maybe Shinya can help out. He got me this job, remember? Shinya. Maybe. He was always a nice guy, right? He's super nice. Stick in the mud, but a nice one. Noriko, don't be mean. Yeah. You want me to ask? Yes, please. If it's no trouble. It's no trouble. I'll talk to Shinya. Then maybe you can quit that crappy job and come work with me. Oh, that really does sound wonderful. Don't be silly. You're amazing, Aoi. Leave this to me. Thank you.
I ended the call and heave a sigh. Having to go and ask Shinma about a job actually is a pain in the ass, but I'd never admit that to Aoi. God, she's a bit of a dick. Like a little. The elevator arrives at the lobby. I step inside as soon as the door opens.
Good morning, Kurosawa.
Fujikawa, good morning.
I wanted to catch you before we sit down to work. I sent you another friend request.
Oh my god.
Make sure you got it this time.
Does he not get the hint? What?
Oh, yeah. Well, what do you know? I have a new friend request.
Oh, great. It worked this time. Go ahead and accept it, please.
Good god.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yay! We're officially friends now. So, can I call you Noriko from now on?
Oh my god, this guy.
That's fine. You can call me Noriko.
Thank you. Oh, you can call me Shinya, of course.
Shinya. Hey, we've known each other since junior high, right? Shouldn't we have been on a first-name basis anyway?
Yes, that's true, but I'm in the office now, you know? It wouldn't do if you started working here and called me Shinya right away.
I suppose.
Anyway, I'm really glad we're proper friends now, Noriko. Maybe we can get a coffee sometime.
Good god.
Hey, actually, I wanted to ask you something. Are there any more temp jobs available here right now?
Temp jobs, huh? Are you looking to pick up extra hours?
No, not exactly. I'm asking for a friend who needs a new job.
Friend of Noriko's. Well, let's see. We pretty much always have data entry roles up for grabs. Unless your friend wants something more interesting? Do they have any particular qualifications?
Not really.
Data entry is more than fine. Actually, you already know who I'm talking about. Remember Aoi Sato?
Aoi Sato. Yes, I think I do remember her. That really shy girl from our school days, correct?
That's her, yeah.
Wow. I never knew you were still in touch with school friends, Noriko.
Aoi's probably the only one. We're fairly close.
Is that so? As for me, I don't really have any friends from back then.
Geez, she's kind of a bit of a loner. God damn, no wonder he was so, like, pushy.
No! But what am I saying? We're friends now. So I guess I do keep in touch with school friends.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, I'll ask my superior if we can get Sato an interview. Is that okay?
No,
I really appreciate
it isn't.
that. Thank you, Shinya.
No problem. Leave it to me.
Shake the thought out of my head. I'm just being nice to him. That's not wrong, is it? I take a seat at my desk and perform my morning ritual. From my handbag, retrieve my headphones, coffee, and breath mints. Computer on, music playing, coffee open. My fingers tap rhythmically against the keyboard and as I slip into the usual workday trance.
So, I see that you're connected with Shinya on NoiseNap, huh? Sounds like both of you are getting on pretty well.
How did you...
Since I rarely ever post, you probably forgot we're connected at all until today.
Don't get me wrong here. I ain't actually interested in Shinya. Nah, I'm real happy for you both. What I can't stand is a skank like yourself getting some while I'm over here all dry like a desert.
Oh shit.
What the hell are you talking about?
It pisses me off that guys just sluts like you, and you barely have to put in any work. Meanwhile, nice girls like me gotta put in so much effort to even get noticed. You think all of this is just natural? I put so much effort into how I look, you know? And guys like Shinya don't even bat an eyebrow at me.
Insecurity.
You mean bat an eyelid, right?
Whatever, it don't matter. I'm sick of skanks like you getting everything for nothing.
Look, let me be honest with you. I'm not interested in Shinya, and I'm not trying to be with him. I don't chase guys, and it's pretty rare that they chase me. You've got me all wrong.
Like I believe you. Do you spend your time chasing chicks then?
That's not your business. But you don't have to worry about me pursuing Shinya. Tell you what, any guy at the office is all yours, okay? I'm not interested.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be, slut? You think no one is good enough for you, but they're good enough for me?
Oh my god, what is with this girl? Just stop.
You're just like all the other girls. You think I'm worth being pitied? You think I need... Well, I don't want your pity. You're nothing but a fake skank.
Oh! God damn! The burning slap across my face comes out of nowhere. I'm blinded by white stars. My entire face feels like it's on fire. God damn! The strike is hard, sharp, vicious. It happens so suddenly that I'm having difficulty processing it. I stumble, but my legs don't quite give out. My mind races, trying to put together what just happened. Why did she hit us? What? There's a strange sort of disconnect in my mind. My body doesn't feel like my own. Like this isn't actually happening to me, but rather I'm watching it happen to someone else. Time seems to slow down and speed up all at once. The slap replays twice in my head before Tamara's hand even leaves my face. I catch a glimpse of her furious expression, red and strained and overcome with anger.
I hate you. I hate everyone like you. Don't pity me.
Another one? The second strike connects with my chin and I flinch, my entire body paralyzed with pain. She hit me again.
I hate you. I hate you.
Is she gonna kill us? Are we dead again? I've lost it. She's absolutely furious. I can't figure out what I did wrong. Her third attack is another one? His curled fist aims straight at my stomach. Throughout sheer luck or complete accident, I tumble backwards, narrowly avoiding the punch and instead landing on my rear. The payment is rough and hard, but I'm sure it feels a lot better than taking a fist to the gut. Tamaya screams and rushes at me. I scramble to my feet and grab her by the waist. Her fails wildly. Her eyes look like they'll pop out of her skull at any given second. Her breath is harsh, ragged, and tears of rage have caused a flood of clotted makeup to run down her face. Can we talk about the music? The music is making my heart race.
Calm down. Calm down.
She struggles against me, slowly giving in as my tight grip prevents her from attacking me further. She begins to stop softly.
I hate you. I hate everything about you.
Good God. With a great pull, I frees herself in my grip. She steps away, cursing, and then runs past me. I blink in disbelief as she breaks into a sprint, heading in the direction of the train station. I raise a hand to my tender face and touch it gently. The stinging sensation is completely new to me. Never before I've been attacked like that.
What the hell was all that about? I can't believe she hit me.
Oh my God. What? Ugh, my brain. A pack of frozen vegetables pressed against my face soothes my swollen jaw, but it does very little to calm my nerves. I'm still on the edge of what happened today. It won't actually physically attach me, all because I said something. I'm not sure what that provoked her anger. Maybe that girl is more complicated than I gave it credit for. Seems like she has her own inner demons, just like the rest of us. I replayed the event in my head 100 times since returning home, without confronting. I don't think I'll ever figure out what incited her aggression. But I don't plan on talking to her about it anytime soon. I wouldn't say I'm scared of her, but I don't exactly want to encourage a repeat performance. I rest the bag of frozen vegetables on a small coffee table next to me. I think I've done all I can to reduce the painful swelling for now. Sighing and leaning back, I let the soft padding of the couch consume my body as I sink deeper. My eyes glaze over as I bring my phone to my face. My fingers lazily tap and scroll as I look through the carefully recorded obituary news feeds, a list of deaths that have been reported throughout the day. Using a set of handy filters, I narrowed down the feed to include only women's deaths, an age range of 30 to 50. I set the location to cover all of Japan. God damn. My voice hurts so much, but I don't want to stop because I'm invested. I immediately exclude any results that mention natural causes of death. I'm looking for specific cases, suicides, or as more often reported, accidents. Of course, I'm looking to find out whether my latest victim has offed herself yet. Should the search string up no return, it's pretty easy to look up recent murders. They're few and far between. Between suicides, incidents, and murders, I've covered all potential ways my victim could die. 9 out of 10 of the search included a photograph of the deceased, not a photo of the corpse. Mind you, this isn't the database I'm looking for. Rather, it's usually a nice, flattering picture along with their departed, submitted by their kin to go along their obituary. I use the photo submitted with obituaries to compare to the match. This is the only reliable way I've discovered whether or not the victims have perished. If I knew the victim's name, I could easily look up their current fate, but my website doesn't ask for that information. Call it respect for the victim's privacy. There's a lot more than to that, but that's a topic to dwell on another day. Tonight's search turns up no solid leads. I'm disappointed, but this result isn't entirely unexpected. After all, I set the date to my latest victim's photo to tomorrow. There's still time for her to freak out and end it all. I decided to go to sleep early tonight. I'm not even feeling hungry enough to eat the cheap convenience store meal that has been sitting in my fridge since yesterday. Though if I go to sleep now, I'll feel like tomorrow arrives sooner. Tomorrow. I'll have to see Tamara work tomorrow. There's no way I can avoid her since her desk is so close to mine. The idea doesn't sit well with me. On the other hand, my victim might consider herself, which would definitely make me feel better. Why did I say consider? I meant to say conquer. It could very well be my next success. The suspense is enough to kill me. Here comes the stutter. We're really stuttering now. This isn't any kind of the little mess up. We're really going for it tomorrow. A lot of the time it's letters. It's words that begin with S. I've kind of noticed. So Wednesday morning. My typing is hesitant and distracted. I have been reading a lot. How many hours has it been? I don't even know. I don't even want to know how many hours it's been. My typing is hesitant and distracted this morning. My fingers falter, misstep, and tap backspace repeatedly. This is no good. I can't focus on work while I'm staring at the top of Tomo's head, popping up from behind a monitor a few desks away. Even my work playlist isn't inspiring me to polterize the keyboard today. Normally, a blast of pure volume and a shot of caffeine is enough to carry me to the greatest heights of productivity. I pressed a finger to my, trying hard to regain my focus. I absently-minded noticed that I missed the edge of my top lip when applying lipstick this morning. Damn, I'm really out of sorts today. At least I managed to apply some extra blush to cover up the faint bruising on my face. I might have overdone it a little, but it's better than looking I just stepped out of a boxing ring.
Good morning, Noriko. Boy, have I got some neat news for you.
God, why is he so happy? Like, sir, I'm pretty sure it's morning. I'm so absorbed by my own thoughts, I barely register for my day.
Excuse me, Noriko. Are you in there?
No.
Fujikawa, Shinya. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, I hear you. I was up late last night. Boy, I must have been up past 10. Just could not put down this new crime thriller I've been reading.
Oh, yeah, right. I was up late reading too.
Your horror novels, right? Don't they leave you feeling a little scared before you go to sleep?
No, not really. It's all fiction, so it's pretty easy to distinguish from reality.
Is that so? Wow, that's not like my book at all. The crimes in this story are all based on real cases. My jaw hits the floor every time I turn the page.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me tell you this. Your friend Sato can take a data entry opening starting from Monday. She doesn't even need to interview. That's how much the boss trusts me.
God damn, imagine having that trust. Shit, don't have that. Genuinely impressed with Shinra's ability to score a job. Say what you want about a guy, but B-Wigs obviously have faith in him. That was very bad reading. Oh my god.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me yet. Sato is going to be worked to the bone. I hope she's prepared for it.
Trust me, anything will be better than her current job. Really, thank you, Shinya. You came through for us here.
I'm just happy to help. Hey, Noriko, can I ask you something?
Man, I got my lashes done a while ago and there's a lash in my eye and it's really bothering me. So, I'm struggling.
Shoot.
Shoot! Oh, right. An expression. Sorry, I just remembered this case in the novel I'm reading where a police officer shoots at a perp only to...
What?
Hey, you, wanted to ask me something?
Right. Are you friends with Watanabe?
Tama?
You're on a first-name basis with her.
I mean,
Listen, would you mind... I'm kind of interested in taking her out sometime. Noriko? What do you say?
Shinya, look. Honestly,
God
I'm
damn.
not really friends with Tomoe. I don't think I can help you.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. I thought maybe you were close.
Mm-hmm, so close. Bitch stopped me twice.
Darn. I guess there's not much to be done, is there? Even after I helped you and Sato out and all.
Is he guilting us? Are we being gaslit? This little man, this little man, is gaslighting us. Is this? I don't even know if this is gaslighting, to be honest. Is it? I don't know, but it sounds like it, so I'm gonna say it's gaslighting. Is he? Oh, look, he's guilting us. That's the word I was looking for. Wow. Wow. And thank you. Yes, it is very much. Thank you. I'm not crazy.
Suppose we just tell Sato to start work on Monday morning.
Wow.
I'll see you around the office then.
He was using us. So what? Our friendship is nothing? So I added you after not adding you. Wow. What happened to the coffee we were supposed to get as well? Man. Has this world gone mad all of a sudden? Like, no, not me. Yeah, from the guy, but for him to be interested in someone as vapid like her just blows my mind. And to add insult to a literal injury, assaulted me yesterday. She has vicious, violent side to her that Shinra doesn't even know about. He could be in real danger if he pursues her. Yeah, motherfucker's gonna be beat. I'm completely unable to process what I should do. Shinra scored Ali a job. I'm truly thankful. Do I feel like I owe him one? Should I ask Tomoe out for him? Warn him about her? I need to clear my head and decide to step away from my desk to visit the restroom. God damn. I just can't get over the fact that he was like fucking guilting us. Oh my god. Why is it always the little small men that have the audacity to do that? Anyway. Though I've no need to use the restroom, I enter a stall and lock the door behind me. Sitting on the toilet, closed the lid, I lean back and exhale. I'm getting too caught up in office drama. That's what the issue is. It's unlike me. I'm supposed to be, I don't even know that word, unflinching. It's my ideology, my entire identity. My emotions are better locked away than snatched on my sleeve. I'm Corpse Girl, for crying out loud. My purpose is bigger than all of this. I'm destined for greatness. God complex. The day will come when people fear my name, right? I shall shake the doubts from my mind and pat my cheeks. I'm doing all of this for the right reasons. I know I am. If I start doubting myself now, I'll never see my mission through. An unfilmer jingle rings out through the restroom, echoing off the walls. It sounds like a phone alert, but where did it come from? The screen lit up when a message reads, one new article matches your... Ooh, wait. Is it... I heard he unlocked my phone with a certain app. The same app I was scrolling through last night looking for obituaries. A little unread icon sits at the top of my screen blinking, particularly shouting for my attention. I hit the icon and read the information presented to me. Article posted on today. Keywords found. Image was pronounced dead this morning at a personal residence. She's only one? Oh my gosh, she had a kid. A funeral service will be held on Friday. View of the agent. It's her. Ha ha ha. I did it. My counterfeit caused this woman to end her own life. An accident resulting in self-asphyxiation, meaning she died by suicide, strangled herself, or held her head down in the bath. The news never reports anything as a suicide, and such a taboo topic in this culture. Everything is always written as an accident. All this time, I've been trying to compel someone to kill themselves. My corpse photos constantly becoming more and more elaborate, more and more convincing and realistic. And now somebody has died again, because of me. Because of Corpse Girl. I was right all along. I do possess power. I have the power to end lives through my work, my art. I've known it all this time and I've finally proven it. Rory Hanaho's death planted the seeds of belief in my mind. The belief that Corpse Girl is more than a mortal being. God complex. This... And now... demise has caused those seeds to bloom and blossom into pure certainty. Corpse Girl truly can end lives. A wonderful revelation that relives my turbulent mind. However, I can't get my fingers to scroll back up and reread the obituary. My hands aren't functioning. My legs dangle lifelessly from the toilet seat. My coffee from this morning is working its way back up my throat. I feel the sting of tears in my eyes, sweat trickles on my forehead, dripping down my thick makeup. All of a sudden I can't breathe. My lungs refuse to take in any more oxygen. I panic, fall forward, miserably slamming my hands onto the solder to prevent my head from colliding with the floor. My nails scrape against it, peeling down chunks of green from the surface as I slide down. I'm trying to figure out what this guy's saying. Dude, I don't know if I want her to die or not. I feel like it'd be very interesting, but I feel like it would, because this game is like so new. It only came out in April, I think. So I have a feeling that there's definitely going to be something more they can add on to it. So I really doubt she dies, or maybe someone takes over. I'm not too sure, but you're right. There's definitely something that has to happen to her because the music is just getting it. Oh, Jesus. Good God. Someone call an ambulance real quick. My eyes roll back, my tongue lolls out to the side of my mouth, dangerously close to the tiled floor, but completely out of sight and out of mind. I taste foundation blush and a little bit of sweat, then nothing at all. The still air envelopes the taste buds. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. The woman killed herself. My woman killed that photo of herself because that photo of the woman who killed herself in the photo. My eyes begin to regain their focus. My stomach turns, heaves, and shakes. The warm coffee spills from my lips as I try to smile, but only manage to gurgle. The gritty paint underneath my fingernails has a rough texture that I don't like very much. I feel queasy, ecstatic at the same time. It's a horribly wonderful feeling that I could do without. So much for sonic unflinching. Remember static unflinching. This is her, writhing on the bathroom floor, her lungs working once more, her breath ragged, gasping, sucking in air like a mosquito sucks in blood. Good God, this is so much reading. I love it. This is Nariko. Nariko with her grandiose fantasies of death and killing people without having to kill them at all. Without having to leave her apartment because the outside world is scary and there are people out there probably trying to kill her. This is Nariko, me, the real me, acting tough and fearless when I'm crying on the inside. Always sad, always miserable. Always lying on the bathroom floor with my fists clenched and my phone resting in a puddle and my life slowly spiraling out of control. This is me. I did this. I killed that woman. She had a husband and a daughter. Some random person requested I kill her, so I did. She probably didn't even do anything wrong. She looked boring. She looked like she probably just rubbed someone the wrong way. Maybe she didn't even know what she did, just like how I rubbed Mama the wrong way. I don't know what I did, but Mama slapped me, twice, hard, and it hurt. I must have hurt that woman too, when she strangled herself and killed herself. I killed her. I directly killed her by my indirect actions. She's dead now. I'm alive. I'm still here, lying on the bathroom floor in the 14th story of Shang's office building, and I have paint underneath my fingernails, and now Aoi is going to start working here on Monday. But I did it. I killed her. Finally, after countless months of pretense of failed starts and failures, disappointments, I killed someone again. Corpse Girl strikes for the second time. And above all else, above this grim muck on the floor and the tingling feeling underneath my fingernails, above all, this feels good. This feels so, so good. Blood has returned to my legs. The pins and needles have faded. My toes quiver beneath my stockings and shoes. An electrical charge pulses down my thighs and dissipates throughout my feet. I manage to plant two hands firmly onto the tiles and push myself onto my wobbly knees. I suck in air, breathe all of it back out almost at once. I feel dizzy. A bizarre warmth is welling up inside my stomach and chest. Good God. Holy shit, more? Oh my God. I love this. The music is just, oh my God. I managed to steady myself enough to sit back on top of the toilet seat, my feet planted firmly on the ground, and my hands rested on my lap. I try to regain my sense of self. I might have lost my composure a little bit upon reading the news, but who could blame me? Everything I've worked for over the last year is finally starting to pay off. My second victim is dead. With this, Corp Girl's popularity is sure to rise. and more people will issue requests through my website. More people will receive corpse photos, and more people will. She killed herself. She killed herself. Oh wow. I wish I could have seen the real body. If only I could see her mangled corpse drenched in sweat and finally at peace. I noticed my phone is wedged between my wet fingers. I must have subconsciously scooped it from the pile of muck on the floor. I try to ignore the sticky texture clinging to the screen. My finger is no longer numb. I scroll up and reread the obituary. Oh, my dog is getting angry. Dead, pronounced dead. My breathing staggers once again. My jaw gently lowers. Involved in an accident. Hot steam clouds my face, resulting in self-asphyxiation. I salivated and... Oh man, this bitch crazy. A trickle of moisture creeping down my chin and dropping on my lap. My cheeks are flushed. My vision slightly blurred. She killed herself. Because of me. She killed. I let out a gasp as my hips raise against my will. My toes curl. Is she gonna have an orgasm? I mean... Is she... This girl... She reminds me of, oh my god, what is it? It's an anime. It's, oh my god, what's the name of it? It's a gambling school. Fuck, I don't remember the name of it. Fuck, god damn it. My eyelids flutter as my mind hazes over. I cannot control my body any longer. All the anticipation of the last few days and tension building up in my muscles, I can't. My legs tense up, my knees buckle, and my neck tilts back. Yes! Oh my god. She's... Oh no. My phone falls on the ground once more as my fingers stop. A dull tink sounds the floor. I can't remember how to even like say it properly, to be honest. But I remember like this just seems a little too like fucking, you know. I swear she just had a fucking orgasm. I do not care. That was a little...
Looks like you've been sleeping in the sewer. It suits you.
What? This bitch just fought me yesterday. Why is she talking? My mouth is dry, although I've stopped producing saliva altogether. A dull throb in my lap causes me to cross one leg over and another in attempt to get comfortable.
Talking here, it's rude to ignore your superior.
I swallow in an attempt to moisture my parched throat before speaking in a cracked voice.
You need something? Thought you should know that Shinya and I are gonna hit the town on Friday night. Turns out he's fancied me for a while. In the end, seems like the better gal won, don't you think?
Must have been a good one. In the end, seems like better go one. Okay. Why didn't I? My brain just didn't. Brain just no read. I can tell Tomo is trying to under my skin, but I'm honestly not in the mood right now. I just hit my mic. I'm ever so sorry.
I thought you'd be more torn up about it.
I don't care in the slightest. Why don't you go sit back at your desk?
Whatever. Hey, maybe I'll meet you after work again.
Bitch, you ran away crying. The fuck? Honestly, me though. Yeah, I'd probably cry. When I get angry, I cry. It's a blessing. No, it's not. It's a curse. I meant to say curse. God damn it.
Why? So you can attack me again?
Ooh.
Keep your voice down, psycho. Stuff like that's between me and you.
Why does she talk like that? Can she stop?
You assaulted me. I should report you to the police.
Don't you dare.
Literally. Just 2 fucking slaps. And wait, there's an attempted punch, but she wasn't quick enough because we backed the fuck off. So she's lucky because we should request her death and then carry it out ourselves. Lost for words, Ryan turns tails and walks away. I sigh, lean back into my office chair. Why do I feel so exhausted? My mind flickers. Bitch, you feel exhausted because you just had a good time in the office bathroom. I just realized I spoke very loud. I really hope no one in my house heard that because I would have a lot of explaining to do. That's right. I let myself get carried away in exhilaration of my success. I knew it. I temporarily stepped away from my own body and let my based instincts take over. But I'm in control now. I'm myself again. I'm Naruto. I still don't know this word and unflinching. I am Corpse Girl, successful and feared. I can kill people as easily as I can manipulate a photo. People like Timon should be scared of me. People like Timon shouldn't mess with me. I'm in control now. Good God. Climbing the steps to my apartment is always such a chore. I wish I'd moved into a building with an elevator, but I simply couldn't afford to when I first moved out on my own last year. These old apartment buildings creak and groan when you ascend the stairs. On top of that, you can hear the bustling of other people within their tiny homes as you progress up each floor. There's always a slight whiff of mold or mildew whenever I ascend the stairs. I want to chalk it up to the fact the building's so old, but it is possible some of the residents here don't keep their apartments very clean. At the very least, this neighborhood is decent. I feel safe in my home, even if it's small and cramped. And my neighbors are respectful from what I can tell, not that I really know them at all. In fact, the only neighbors I have regular contact with are the same ones I leech Wi-Fi from. Some middle age. See, we're getting there. We're gonna start stuttering with every word very, very soon, and I'm gonna cry. Kenny's a decent guy. He works overnight, which unfortunately means Mono is left at home alone at the lot in the evenings. So, Mono's a sweet girl, perhaps 6 or 7 years old. Occasionally I hear her singing drift up into my apartment, but it doesn't bother me too much. He's just a kid. It's the very same when I'm climbing the stairs this evening.
Good evening.
Oh, hello. You have a very adult voice. Aww.
We're just on our way to get some dinner. Isn't that right, Momo?
Yes. That sounds nice. I hope you have a good meal.
Thank you. Say, are you feeling okay? You look like you've been in some trouble. There's dirt or something all over that side of your face.
Oh, right.
I try to make up some lies so Kenji doesn't have to worry about me.
I actually fell asleep on the train home, and I guess the seats were kind of dirty.
Is that so?
No.
You should wash your face and do your makeup again. I can help if you like.
Kids are too honest. They should just stop. Like, learn to lie. Please. I can't help but smile slightly at Momo's generous offer.
Thank you, Momo. I'll be sure to wash up and make myself look nice again. You should go have dinner with your dad.
Well, I hope you're okay at any rate. Have you been working hard at the bank?
Oh, actually, I just work at the head office for the bank, so...
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Data something, right?
Yeah, data entry. It's a bit dull, but I'm happy enough.
That's good. That's very good. I know it's hard for kids like you to get good work in this economy. When you find a job like that, you really have to hold on to it. When I was your age, I could only find cleaning work. I must have had a dozen different janitorial jobs before I met Momo's mother.
I was just thinking that, like, why is he fucking, like, sir, what is happening here? Aren't you, like, 50? So, I've never heard him actually mention Momo's mother before. Most of the things I know about him are just some things I've pieced together from context. Aww.
Of course, things are different now. I have Momo, and her mother isn't around anymore.
Literally, fucking life story.
I was really lucky to get into security. It means I can work overnight while Momo sleeps, and I can still take her to school every day.
Yes, you leave your daughter in an apartment alone overnight with no one else there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Security, of course. Now I remember. He did mention when we first met what he does for a living. If memory serves, he works for a private security company. I assume he guards corporate offices or parking lots. Something like that.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Hold on to a job if you like it. That's very important.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you. I'm happy at Temujin, so I plan to stay there.
Very good. Momo was telling me earlier what she wants to do when she grows up.
Oh my god.
Aren't you, Momo?
Dude, you said you were going to dinner. Your poor kid's probably hungry.
Come on now. Tell Nariko what you want to be.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
Wow, a scientist. That's a great job. I'll be rooting for you, Momo.
She's inherited her mother's book smarts, I'm certain. She definitely didn't get her brain from me. Anyway, we're gonna get going. Enjoy your evening, Nariko.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye, Momo. Bye-bye.
Aww. I don't normally say aw, but like, I don't, I don't like children, but I'll let her go. She'd be fine. That sounds very weird. I swear I do not have children in my basement. I don't even have a basement. Please don't look. The two of them bow their heads and follow the rest of the stairs down. I continue up the next flight of stairs, reaching the landing. Then turn the corner and enter my own apartment. The place is dark, so I always make sure to cut the lights before I leave. I can't afford to leave any electricity warning. My rent chews through most of my salary as it is. I flick the lights on and feel relief as the living room illuminates. My faithful couch and TV emerge from the shadows. I immediately feel at home. After throwing my keys and bag under the coffee table, I slump down on the couch. What a day. I have an overwhelming urge to pull my laptop and check my website for new requests, but my body needs to come first. I'm desperate for a hot shower. I need to cleanse my face and scrape the paint out from underneath my nails. I'll definitely have to slip into a fresh set of underwear. Whatever happened to the bathroom today took its toll on me. Whatever happened? Oh, I'm so dumb. While the night is young, I can relax later. For now, it's time to start scrubbing. Oh, we're not even going to check for more requests. We're just going to go straight into next morning. The convenience store is a little more crowded than usual. The mundane chatter of business people, students, and workers buzz the air like a swarm of relentless flies. Throughout the drone of mingling, I happen to catch a few interesting words here and there.
What do you mean by request a death?
My lips curl into a half smile, half snarl.
You're always cheats. I thought I might upload his photo.
Oh shit, do it. Girl boss.
And you think Corpse Girl really exists?
To hear so many people talking about Corpse Girl's website is enough to make my nerves tingle. However, I know they're not talking about it because of Anthony's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported as a suspicious case. The only source of information I was to locate was the obituary. It didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know about Corpse Girl was involved. People are talking about the website the same way they always have. Like it was just an interesting topic of conversation, an icebreaker, one of those things you can tell your friends to entertain them. And therein is my issue with the website, a topic of conversation. It's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it, people visit the website out of curiosity, but very few people take action and request a death. That's the part that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? How can Corpse Girl claim her victims if there's no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, an icebreaker, then Corpse Girl's ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't yet provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. The death toll is humiliating low. I need to ramp it up and step up my game for Corpse Girl's sake. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be talked about or spoken of. But with more time, some more victims, soon everyone will know to fear Corpse Girl. Thanks to the consistent drone of the convenience store, I barely register the quiet, moving ringtone. Eventually my ears become keen enough to pick it out and I answer my phone.
Good morning, Reiko. Is this a bad time? Not at all. I'm at the convenience store. Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work. No worries. I actually meant to call you yesterday, but the day got away from me. That's okay. I wanted... I sure did. What? You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other. Oh my gosh. Really? Are you telling the truth? Of course. When have I ever lied to you? Oh, Noriko. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. say now? Yup. Quit today if you can. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Allie, are you crying?
This poor girl. Oh my god.
I'm so happy.
It's the voice acting is just absolutely amazing. Like, wow.
I owe you so much. And Shinya too. I know. Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Allie. What does he like? Crime novels. Oh, really? Dad is a detective, right? Okay, I can get something like that. Right now, I'm going to march into the cafe and put... You tell him. Good luck, kid. Okay. Bye, Noriko.
She sounds like a kid though. The call, well, she's only 19, so you know. The call ends and I smile. Yui sounded so happy. I'm really glad I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. I barely have time to select a can of coffee from the line of refrigerators before my phone rings again.
Sorry to call again, Noriko. What's up? Did I, this is going to sound stupid. Did I
Oh.
thank you for getting me the job? Oh, yeah, you did. A few times, I think. Okay, phew. I just wanted to check. It was bothering me. And I didn't want to come off as ungrateful. So, you know what? Just to make sure. Thank you, Noriko. Okay, I'm going now, really. Bye-bye. Bye, Aoi.
I shrug it off and return to selecting my coffee for the day. That it? Nice. What coffee was it today? Milk coffee, regular coffee? I need to know. The office atmosphere is unusually somber when I exit the elevator. There's a fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see on this level are hovering around one glass screen cubicle on the side of the floor. I spy Shinya standing at his desk, talking quietly on the phone. He's nodding and bowing a lot, despite the fact whoever's on the end of the can't see him. I have a feeling it's to do with that other girl that like tried to beat the fuck out of us. I feel like she did something. After going through it thoroughly, Shinya was in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath.
Has anyone filled you in yet?
No. What's going on?
Well, somebody within the company died yesterday.
Oh.
Somebody we know?
Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an exec, up on the 21st floor. Apparently, she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day. People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident. Now she's...
Dead?
yes. Dead.
So, I mean, I get it's a tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today?
You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone is being offered professional grief counseling.
Oh.
Seriously?
It's a bit weird.
I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip out on work. Regardless, what happened to Miss Tsurumaki was a tragedy.
That's the person we killed. Oh, that's the person we killed.
Wait, what was her...
Huh? Miss Su... She had a young daughter and everything.
Uh-oh. Accident. She worked here. I can scarcely believe it. It's true that this massive company with thousands of employees Japan-wide, but still for her to work in the same building as me. It's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. Would I have gotten through with it if I knew she worked in my building? The scenario creates more questions than answers. The person who requested their death, did they also work here? Would it have to be someone who knows her well enough to want her dead? The odds are high that they worked here as well.
Okay?
Yeah, sorry. Just thinking is all.
Grief affects us all in different ways. The sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it'll help. As for me, I think I'll be okay. Some quiet reflection of the matter should help clear my head.
Sure, okay.
Plus, I have a date with Tomoe to look forward to. It's important to look ahead in times like these, isn't it? I think I read that somewhere.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what they say.
Very well then. Do your best today, okay?
Right.
I'm gonna take a little sip of water before I even attempt to read anymore, before my throat absolutely gives out. Nice. Okay, so Shinwo takes his leave and I let my shoulders slump. I kill someone from my office building, but I didn't know that at that time. Could my involvement be traced? No, I was careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone's SIM card, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone would find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know if the authorities are treating this case as a murder. As far as general information goes, it would seem like it was truly just been treated as an accident. I'm in the clear. I know I am. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of this person who requested her death. The thought could be someone I work with me makes me too curious. This is a bedroom. This looks like a child's bedroom. Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed quietly. Even Timon came to distance from me. I wonder if I scared her off when I casually mentioned reporting her to the police. Not that I would actually would report her. That would lead to police getting mixed up in my life, and I can't really have that considering my moonlighting occupation, especially now that I have a connection to her. I brush my hair in front of the mirror in my bedroom. I don't see a mirror. Oh, right there. I remove my makeup and reveal the ever so faint bruise on my cheek, the fading token of my fight. I wouldn't really call it a fight. Since tonight is rather cold, I decide to snuggle up under the covers of my bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed and pull the plush blankets up over myself. The warmth and softness is immediately comforting, and I have the urge to fall asleep. I don't know. I keep myself awake, check the requests on my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find there are 2 new requests. 2 in one day. My heart begins to race and I quickly open the messages. The first message reads, request details. Victim's phone, image attachment not found. What? I thought... It takes me a second to remember that there's another request. His clothing is casual, so it's impossible to infer what kind of work he does. I had to cough. My poor voice. Did somebody want revenge on her? Did someone simply find her so dull and that the thought of removing her from the planet seemed appealing? I interrupted my own thoughts and returned to the task at hand. Dwelling on a past victim wouldn't do me any good if I wanted to continue my streak of success. This new guy is attractive. It's almost a shame to have to chop him up. Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scarring a pretty face. Beauty is superficial anyway. I know that as well as anyone. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer just as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anyone else. Take Aoi, for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type. She suffers endlessly at the hands of cruel stalkers and patrons. Everyone suffers, beautiful or not. We all caught the crap we're dealt. So why fuss over a beautiful corpse? This guy, or Aoi, or even Tamai on a good day. Beautiful people die the same way as the average person. The guy on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure it's some petty reason his death has been requested. But I take all requests seriously. I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way to her fame. With a smirk and a lick of my lips, I get to work. I've got a clear, good photo here, so I can go all out on the request. Goddamn. I hesitate between choosing image of a corpse with a knife in its throat or a body soaking in a bloody bathtub with its wrist slit. Another 5 or 10 minutes pass until I gasp at it coming across a perfect video. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on the DD, this image matches my victim's description perfectly. 22 to 30 years old, athletic build, male. The corpse legs are severed below the knees, bloody stumps leak from their vital fluids from the high, the body hanging from a set of power lines on suburban street. Good God! It's perfect, beautiful even. It will help me create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kind of have to question the story behind this photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to the sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve as my purpose. I downloaded the high-resolution copy available and saved it to my hard drive. My fingers trace along the computer's trackpad with practice movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. The night carries on. Good God. This is a lot. I will admit, it is I've been streaming for an awfully long time. Good God. Let's just see. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdraw a warm book from my handbag and flip it open to the cover. There's a name scrawled in a blue ballpoint pen. It's become faint and illegible. I don't quite remember when I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it at a second-hand bookshop. Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes, I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its aged cover, weathered spine, both bear the same title. But I like to slim to primarily for the photographs contained within. Examples of early image doctoring from centuries fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies from recent 1993 when it was first published. It's true that a lot of the techniques discovered within are no longer relevant in today's digital age. However, there's a hardy selection dedicated on the art of manipulating coarse photos, something I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of the section content is the featured artists perform the opposite kinds of works that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, artists in the book edit the images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. And beyond areas where photographs of the people were taken few and far between, they did this by making the photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. Imagine you lost someone dear to you and had no photographs of them. Wouldn't it be wonderful to receive one last memento, a beautiful image, a way you can remember them? Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pen directly to the photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of this process is the way they illustrate the corpse's eyes to be full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship to the artists discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard at my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are in black and white, but to me, that only drives home how impressive these old techniques were. I finished flipping through a chapter and closed the book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. While I'm certain nobody's looking, I carefully open the lid with a large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotting food.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I have to stop doing this.
I open it up and tap the retro tentacle keys, confirming that I've completely deleted all the images and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied that I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it into the dumpster. I then snap the phone half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen clutches into pieces. My shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from this. I clap my hands together to dust them off and then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sat up between a brick and a wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now in front of the convenience store, I can finally feel I can breathe completely without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of my latest burner phone. Before leaving the office buildings, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed it into the combustible trash. Now that the phone itself is destroyed, I discarded discarded. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my last victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fascinated about during my relentless slumber. My general rule of thumb is to keep the burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending the photo. However, I made exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages I send. I'd love if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for any longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp. The victim may decide to kill himself today, or of course he could end up just like... But then if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic, fear boil, and then build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Hori Hanako. Did she kill herself, or did someone snuff her out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I truly am on a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. Good God, lots of talking. This is so pretty. It's super, super pretty. So I think I'm just going to save it here because I don't think I saved at all. At all. And that would be very bad if my computer was just shut off. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings as a lot of people walk their dogs and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. In the evening the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. I make my way along the neat, bright dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals at this time of the evening. It's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. The city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. I try not to think much of it as I walk past every day. I already know that many people have it worse than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live on the outskirts of this place, and commuting to that place every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. I don't even get me started on the cost of coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Quixote, I'd still save a handful of loose change. Then I wouldn't have access to my familiar selection that I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful I don't have to go out for drinks after work like most of my other colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I'm also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. Realizing I'm treading along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Towards the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on the bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries, and I can't help but feel like I've heard voices before. It's them two.
Aha! It's Noriko!
Ugh, gross.
Noriko's here.
I started to wonder why these two are out here, but then I recall that to mention they've gone on a date Friday night. I had to zoom that home from here on purpose just to spite me.
Home? Uh-huh. How's your, date? We're having a blast, right, Shen?
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it. Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us? No thanks.
Please come with us, Noriko.
Oh wow, he does not want to be there.
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight. Sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid of getting full of fat?
Jesus.
Say, Shen, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
I eat at home, if that's okay with you. Come on, come get some chicken with us. We can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
Jesus, she's such a bitch.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko? Right.
Fascinating.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Okay, see you then.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
Does she care about Shinya or is this thing just to annoy me?
Your friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? Oh, fun. I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's. Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job. Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect you now. I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like. Oh, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you. Yeah. I'm going.
I don't like her. So, running my hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. Okay, so I think the best thing now, we're going to do that, is I have been streaming for so long. My voice is hurting. So I think we're going to stop it here today, and definitely we will continue next time. I have to work tomorrow, so. But for sure, we'll definitely come back to this. I definitely think this is going to be a running thing. I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours. So I'm not too sure. We're definitely going to continue this 110%. We might have to put Doki Doki in a little bit of a hold because this is just amazing. The artwork is absolutely insane. I love it. And I'm really curious to see what everyone else thinks about it. I hit my mic again. I'm so sorry. But yes, if you enjoyed this stream, thank you so much. Remember, my Discord link is, of course, in my little description area, and I'm pretty sure I have another link somewhere in chat as well. So if you like it, feel free to join. But yeah, thank you.